Hello and welcome back. In this lecture, I'd like to show you how to use PowerPoint to create a company production logo to play in front of your course video. Now, the production logo is very short. It just shows the name of your company, which to me is pretty much your website. That's what I want to direct people to. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how to make my production logo, and you can change it to whatever you'd like. It's very short, and we're going to begin by doing it in PowerPoint. And then we're going to record it in Camtasia and make an MP4 file. So you're going to see pretty much the whole production process here from the very beginning. Let's begin by choosing a background or a design. I'm sorry. We're going to begin by creating a new PowerPoint presentation, and I'd like it to be blank. So just go ahead and create a blank page here. In fact, I didn't even want these areas, so let's go ahead and delete the title and the body of it. I just want a blank slide, and I want this to be the right dimensions right away. So we're going to come to Design, go to the far left to Page Setup, and set this page to 16 by 9 instead of the standard 4 by 3, so that we get the right width. There we go. Now we've got a high definition widescreen view of a PowerPoint slide. Now I want to make the background a little more, interesting than white. In my production logo, I go with a very dark gray, the darkest gray that you can go before hitting black. And this is my background. Now, I only have a few elements on my page, and I'm going to insert text boxes for them. Let's go with the main one here. That is the author Brian Jackson.com, set up using Camelback naming with the words crunched together and each capitalized. I will then select this text, and we need to make it larger. Calibri is fine as far as a font, but I want it to be about 36, and I want it to be red. There. Now that should stick out. Let's go ahead and pull that out onto the page somewhere. Now, in white, I'm going to put "an" because it's author Brian Jackson, so it's "an" instead of "a." So I will insert another text box, which is "an" before. This I will select and make white. And I'll make it a size of 36. Let's go ahead and move that into position in front of my website name. And then finally, we'll put at the end, we'll insert a text box that says production. Okay. Now you can use any words you'd like on your production logo here. Mix it up with some colors, make it look interesting, make it yours. Here we'll go once again to 36, and we'll make this white. Now I don't have quite enough room to put that in there, so I'm going to have to move everything over. Okay, let's move this over to about here. Let's move this one over. Notice it's giving you a little line to help you line up the text, which is nice. And then finally we'll move this one to the end. And there you go. You have basically my production logo. Now, it's rather static if you just use this. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply some animation to it. And the animation that I'm going to use in this particular case is a simple fade in. Okay, let's go ahead and look at animations. And down here, once you select something, they highlight, and you can have various animations occur. Like here's a float-in animation on that one. Now let's say we want an production to fly in, and let's make this fly in as well, but from a different direction. And then we'll make this fly in as well. Now, On the animations, when you select it, one of the things you can do is display the animation pane. It's rather helpful. So go ahead and show the animation pane. And what it does is it shows you the animations that you have set up over here on the right. Now it says I only have two. Oh, I haven't set this to fly in. Now they're all flying in from the same direction. One of the neat things the animation pane allows you to do is to play your animation again. So we can see that they're going one after another. We don't have one on here yet, so let's have that fly in. But they're one after another. So what we want to do is the first animation, we want it to start on click. So I click and it begins. But the second animation, click on that here, we want it to start with previous. And the same with the third. That way all three animations will play at the same time. Now when I play them, I should see things coming on from different directions. Now this one is set up to play after. We want it to play with. So they should each fly in together. There you go. Now that's not very interesting because they're all flying in from the same side. Let's go to and notice here, effect options. You get to pick the direction that the thing flies in from. So let's fly, okay, and in from the bottom is good. Production is going to fly in from the top, and author Brian Jackson is going to fly in from the left. Now, if we put that all together, it's going to look like this. Woo! That's exciting. Now we can increase the duration of the fly-in if it's going a little fast, which I think it is, by changing the duration up here for each event. Let's make it go more like 2 seconds. Okay. We'll go to each one of these and we'll make them take 2 seconds instead of the half second that they were taking. There we go. Now when you replay it, things happen a little slower. There we go. And that's the basic production video that I'm going to use. Now to film it, it's fairly simple. What we want to do is we want to start up Camtasia, and then we want to play it, and we want to stop Camtasia, and then take it and record it in Camtasia Editor. So let's go ahead and we will blow this up and play it as if we had the recorder running, because we do have the recorder running. And then later I'll show you how to edit this up in the Camtasia editor. So to play this on the screen, you hit this weird little slideshow icon down here at the bottom, and it will take you to a widescreen version. Here it's waiting for your mouse click, so we're actually playing the production logo. You hit the mouse click, the effect happens, and you stop recording. Now once you stop recording, we're going to begin editing in the Camtasia editor, and I'll show you that coming up next. And here we are after having hit F10 to end the production and saving our production logo video as a TREC file. As far as saving this stuff, by the way, I recommend putting it in its own course project file off the Camtasia Studio directory. So treat it as its own element, because you're going to use it in every course. You're going to put this on the front of your courses, and it's going to make your website very popular if you put your website name here. Expect your number of hits on your website to go up substantially. Now here it is. It's a bar across the bottom that is our video. It's rather unique in the sense that it has no audio. I recorded no audio during this because I didn't want any accidental sounds coming in through the mic. And what we're going to do now is we're going to trim it up. You can see here in the beginning, we're seeing in this window what the audio is actually, or the video is going to look like. And we need to take off this beginning part by dragging the red bar here on the point up through where the logo actually shows up. There we go. So let's hit the scissors and get rid of that part. Now let's drag that point forward and see how long the blank screen lasts before we get any video. Okay, the video starts coming on at about 3 seconds. That's a little too far in. I think we could afford to lose maybe a second and a half off the front. So let's go ahead and we'll grab the green bar and stretch it forward. Don't worry if you don't quite understand this. We're going to go into Camtasia editing in detail. I want to show you the full process from beginning to end. And here comes our production logo in, and then we let it sit for a few seconds. I think maybe the full thing is going to last, let's make it a 5-second video. So I'll take off the last 3 seconds or so. And there, we've produced a production video. Let's go ahead and watch it, shall we? From the beginning. Hit the play button, and here it is playing. Now, one annoying thing about the production video is that it has a cursor in it. It has my mouse pointer. So I can go to cursors and make sure that the video is highlighted. And I could say mouse cursor visible and click it off. That way we won't see my mouse moving around the screen as we do the production logo. And that's it. We've just created our first video from beginning to end. Now you'll go ahead and save this as a project and then produce it, and you'll have a little production video that you can put on the front of all future videos. And we're going to do that. So as I show you editing videos in the future, one of the things we're going to do is import our little production logo here, and we're going to put that on the front of all videos.